Millennium Alliance is a great organization. In the 4 to 5 short years that I've been working with them, their professionalism, the respect that they show, the industry leaders, the C-suite is extraordinary, and it makes the magic formula that the Millennium Alliance pursues in all its assemblies and events really a special and productive experience.
I've been involved with the Millennium Alliance now for close to 5 years since the beginning, and it's been a really rewarding experience, primarily because of the people I get to socialize with and to collaborate with. Peer-to-peer education and learning and sharing, and that has been really the most rewarding aspect of my association with the Alliance.
The key takeaway is that the Millennium Alliance is growing. The numbers of C-suite executives that are participating and really getting a lot from the opportunity to communicate with their peers and interact with the experts and share war stories and how they're overcoming challenges. So,
the Millennium Alliance is a fantastic organization. One of the things that really drew me to the organization was the fact that they bring together an amazing group of CISOs, an area that I'm very passionate about in security. And really, it's such a challenging space, so having the ability to talk with others that are in the field, in the trenches, what's working, what's not, in a smaller, intimate setting where you really get that face-to-face, I find that to be one of the most appealing elements of the organization. And of course, on top of that, great content.
It was wonderful to be part of the advisory board experience, to put names and faces together from diverse industries in one room. I felt like the energy was very good, very like-minded individuals looking to move business and technology, which is my passion, and innovation forward. I think that was clearly abundant, and also that everyone has a very clear connection to Millennium and a positive experience. Some of them have been with Millennium since the beginning in terms of advisory.
I'm hearing some pretty big names in the room today from the space of the companies that you've been able to have come to some of your meetings. And certainly from the health system side, I've been impressed with who's come to those convenings and consistently seems to want to come back. Because of the setup, I think that the model itself, the size of the convenings is not overwhelming. It's not a mega conference. You don't get trampled in it. There's a lot of one-on-one time, and there's a lot of connectivity. So I think all of that works really well.
Making the connections between the people who come to the assemblies and those who speak. You know, it's a good way to convey information and to make sure that all the different folks are talking to each other and that you get a real good sense of the pulse of what's happening in practice and how folks are dealing with the challenges that they face across different companies. And so it's a good opportunity to share information and have conversations with people.
I'd say the key takeaway today from that, the advisory board launch, was the extraordinary way that the Millennium Alliance has embraced content and the output of content. I see the assemblies as the input, and now that the Millennium Alliance has professionalized its content capture, its socialization and publishing, coming from the media world, I'm very impressed with all that's happening in that regard.
Industry leaders, people I would not ordinarily get a chance to meet. I do. We get to exchange ideas, share some war stories, challenges, and opportunities to improve what we do on a regular basis. So for me, that's the reason why I keep coming back and staying involved.
It's been really good because the opportunity to facilitate conversations with C-suite executives in healthcare and in any health-related field is something that very few of my colleagues actually get to do. That's one thing. So it stands out with respect to that. The opportunity to hear from industry directly what the challenges are that they're having as executive leaders in their spaces is something that I can take back into the academic space, but I can also take it over into the world of consulting and problem solving and strategic advising that I do as well. So there are a couple of different benefits to being able to have that kind of audience that Millennium provides.
One key takeaway for me is that in addition to the CISO space, there's amazing people involved across other industries. So that's pretty fantastic. And it seems like there's a lot of potential in front of you in terms of what the organization can do. And I'm very excited personally to be getting involved in future events, both as a keynote speaker or in other fashions, because I really like what's going on and think it's a great way of sharing knowledge with the community.
It was great to have the exchange of ideas amongst the group, some connections and networking with us. What value could we get not only as being contributors to Millennium Alliance programming, offering ideas, suggestions as a community, as part of the advisory community, but also, Millennium was great by having us together on an advisory board. We foster connections with each other. So I think that's part of what really the core of the Millennium Alliance philosophy and mission is. So I think we embodied that today.